literally read half of it in like one sitting. I actually have some book mail. These books are phenomenal. Hello besties, welcome back to my book channel. Today I am so excited because I'm going to be filming a doing book stuff vlog, and I realized that I haven't filmed one of these in quite a while. I honestly don't know exactly how long it's been, but it's been a hot minute since I filmed one of these, and today is actually a Friday. I just finished work and I just feel like this is the perfect time to do a bunch of my favorite cozy bookish hobbies. I made a list of all the things that I would love to do this weekend. You guys know that I've been trying to tackle my physical TBR. There are just several books that have been sitting on my TBR shelf for quite a while, and so my rule with book shopping has been, if I go book shopping, I want to read that book like immediately. And I ended up going book shopping with a couple of my girlfriends just recently, so I'll roll some of those clips and then talk to you guys about the books that I got. So the reason that I even allowed myself to go book shopping with my girlfriends is because we are all in an in-person book club, and the book that my in-person book club voted for was Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It by Brooke Averick. And so I was like, oh, perfect. If I go with the girls to go book shopping, find my book club book, then read it immediately for book club, I'm not breaking any of my self-imposed rules. And so I did pick this book up, and I thought it'd be fun to give you guys a little bit of a reading update. I'll probably try to make part of this a reading vlog. Maybe I'll try to read the rest of Phoebe Berman in this video, but I'm currently on page 128. So I want to say I'm like approaching halfway, or I am halfway. I am having, actually guys, so much fun with this book. I had no idea what to expect even slightly, but this has been such a joy and so much fun. I literally read half of it in like one sitting. In the story, we're following our main character, Phoebe, and she is 29 and really frustrated with the fact that she has not been in a serious relationship and is still a virgin, but she kind of goes into how part of this is because of her social anxiety and her, I don't know if social anxiety is the right word, but like romantic relationship anxiety. And so every time she gets in a situation with a man, like things go wrong, she starts to freak out and basically have a panic attack. And I just love reading a story like this because it feels so much more realistic than so many other romances. Like, things don't go right. People have terrible first dates. It happens all the time that people go many years without having a serious relationship. And I just feel like Phoebe is dealing with things that so many women deal with in this book, and she's so funny. Like, it's hilarious, and I just can't stop like giggling and kicking my feet, and I just love the way that this romance book is being told. So like I said, I'm about halfway through. I would love to get a little bit of reading done tonight. I'm also using the most recent Cozy Reader Club bookmark, and every month I say this, but I feel like they just keep getting cuter. This one's giving like Secret Garden, and I just love that, and I feel like it matches my book perfectly. But I think that's it from me for now. When I either get back into reading Phoebe Berman or when I pick up my next bookish cozy activity, I will jump into the vlog and update you guys then. But for now, I think I'm gonna relax and watch a little bit of YouTube or something because I've had a long week. I'm really tired and I just need to do a little bit of decompressing before decompressing with my book. It's the same day, just a little bit later now, and I have continued reading Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It, and I'm still loving it. I don't know if you guys can see in the video clips, but I just feel myself smiling the entire time that I'm reading this book. So I'm just so happy that I'm enjoying this so much more than I thought that I was going to. I feel like that's the best feeling ever. But I don't have a ton new to add, but I realized that I actually have some book mail that I wanted to show you guys that I am so excited about. I don't know exactly how this happened, but by some miracle, I have gotten on the radar of Simon and Schuster. They sent me an email asking if they could send me a book, which is literally a book girl's dream come true. And as you can see, I did already open this. I actually opened it on my TikTok and Instagram, which by the way, if you guys don't follow me there, I have been trying to post like so much more on my TikTok and my BookTok account. So I always have those linked in the description box, but I opened this there, but I wanted to show you guys because it's just so exciting to get book mail. I feel like I don't really get book mail too often. And so just to have Simon and Schuster, like of all places, reach out was like literally such a fangirl moment for me. The book that they sent me is Everything Was Beautiful and Nothing Hurt by Ben Reeves. And this is like exciting for several reasons, but I feel like the biggest one is that Simon Schuster somehow by some miracle knows who I am. But the second one is, if you guys are in my mail club, then you would know that I actually wrote about this book like a month or two ago, talking about how I think this is going to be one of like the next big books of the season and that I think readers are going to absolutely love it. And I base my research and my newspaper off of reviews that I see, creators that get arcs, the Goodreads reviews, things that I'm reading about online. So oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes, I haven't read the book before I like make these predictions. I just do a lot of research on the book. A couple months later, to fast forward and have a copy of a book that I wrote about get sent to me is so neat and so cool. And also the synopsis of this book sounds like something so enchanting. I'll read you guys just the top part of the blurb. Travis's death in the modern world. He lives with his cat in a small gray town. His job is to offer people comfort in their final hours of life, which he does without complaint or judgment. He's stoic, gentle, and a little naive despite who he is, but he never tries to change anyone's fate. He is responsible for maintaining the balance of nature, and every life must eventually end. I won't read you guys the whole blurb, but we learn that Travis becomes sort of emotionally invested, becomes to care for some of the people that he meets like on their journey to death, like in that like passing over journey, and it's like difficult for him to let them pass on. And it just sounds so beautiful. It's also shorter than I thought it was going to be, so I feel like it's gonna have a lot of feelings involved. I was gonna say like quick light read, but this is definitely not that. It's probably gonna like impact my heart and my soul, but those are my favorite kind of books. And so I'm just so excited and so honored that Simon and Schuster sent this to me, and now I can put it on my little TBR and I can spin for it in my next TBR wheel video. So that was just so fun and so exciting. Already in this video, I feel like we've accomplished so much. Book shopping, reading, book mail. It literally doesn't get better than this. As I said, it is the same day, so I think honestly all that I'm gonna do book related wise is just continue reading Phoebe Berman tonight, and then I'm sure I will do some more cozy book activities this weekend and I will update you guys then. But for now, I'm gonna jump back into my cute, sweet little romance that I'm just literally loving. Hello besties, it is the next day now and I was not intending for this to happen. This was not the plan, but things have changed and now I need to go book shopping again. Oh no, sue me, sue me. As you guys would have seen this morning, I went to the gym and then right after the gym, I went on a nice long walk. And during that walk, I started a new audiobook because I finished my last one. And I started House of Sky and Breath by Sarah J. Maas, which is the second book in the Crescent City series. And I did not realize how close we are to October. Like it's August. We have August, September, and then it's literally October. And we have a new Sarah J. Maas book coming out. And at this point, I have finished the first four books in my ACOTAR reread and book one in Crescent City. And I'm trying to finish literally all of these by the time that her new book comes out. So I have 2 Crescent City books to read and the last ACOTAR. That's like not a lot of time for like considering how big those books are. So I started my audiobook, and last time when I was reading Crescent City, book 1 in this series, I don't know if I said this, but this is also my first time reading Crescent City. I haven't read this series before. The first book I did a lot of immersive reading, so I was listening to the graphic audio while physically reading the book. And if you guys have not had like a graphic audio experience, these books are phenomenal. They have like a whole cast of actors playing each of the different characters in the book. There's sound effects and music. So it literally feels like you're watching a movie in your head, except it's like a Sarah J. Maas epic fantasy book. And so I did start the graphic audio this morning, but I would love to do immersive listening, and I don't have the physical book. And so we're still sticking with my like goal, my resolution of if I'm buying a book, I'm literally reading it right now in this very moment. And so my plan for this afternoon is I'm actually going to see a movie with a friend. I'm going to see Hadestown like later this afternoon. But in that same area, there is a Target and a Half Price Books. And so what I think I'm going to do is before the movie, I'm going to make a quick run to Half Price Books and see if I can find the second book in the series, House of Sky and Breath. And if they don't have it there, I'm going to go to Target, and I need to go to Target anyway just to like get a few things. So I'm going to end up at Target no matter what. I just want to see if I can find this book for half the price at half price, which you guys know me, that's like my thing. I will always try to find a bargain book before like paying full price for a book. Also love supporting half price. So I'm going to go there, then I'm going to go to Target, and then from there, I'm going to go straight to the movies and meet up with my friend because again, it's in the same area, and it's going to be kind of a big afternoon. Like I have in my adult years really become the type of person who I'm like a one activity a day type of person. Like I go out and I like to do one thing. So I'll like run out and do all my errands and then I'm home for the rest of the day. Or like I'll work and then I'll go on a date with my boyfriend and like that's it. So like the fact that I'm going out to like run my errands, go book shopping, and then going to a movie with my friend, like that's big stuff for me. I have become a bit of a homebody at heart, but I am so excited, and hopefully I will find a copy of this book because I really have just loved the immersive reading experience for this series. I don't do a ton of immersive reading, but I'm loving it for Crescent City. I just feel like it's a little bit confusing at times, and doing both really helps me understand everything. Right now it's 1 o'clock. I am updating you guys a little bit early. I think I'm going to leave around 3 to go run my errands, and then I have my movie at 4:45. I think that should give me enough time. So this afternoon, I'm honestly just like editing YouTube videos, editing TikToks, like just doing lots of like weekend YouTube activities. And then I'm going to do a little bit of Phoebe Berman reading before I go because I'm just loving it. And I think I have like 100 pages left-ish of the book, and I want to know what's going to happen. Hello besties and happy Sunday. I have had a really nice and honestly really productive Sunday today. This is just one of those days where most of my calendar was open except for the evening. Like I have plans to watch a movie with friends tonight, but other than that, it was just wide open so I could run all my errands, do laundry, edit a bunch of YouTube videos, work on my mail club, like do all of that kind of stuff. And honestly, those are my favorite kinds of weekend days. But I wanted to update you guys on my absolute fail of a book shopping excursion yesterday. I don't know what it was. I had quite literally full confidence that I would find exactly what I was looking for yesterday, but as you saw, I did go to Half Price Books first. I went there obviously because if I could find the book used and half price, that would be just better in every single way. So I went there and the whole Sarah J. Maas section was just like basically cleared out. They had a few of the second ACOTAR book and then a few of the first book in the Throne of Glass series, but they had nothing else. And I honestly feel like it's because of this new Sarah J. Maas release in October that's happening. Normally, I feel like it's packed. It's like one of those sections that's like the Colleen Hoover section or Where the Crawdad Sings. Like there's certain books or certain authors that it's just packed, like there's so many copies of that book. But the Sarah J. Maas area has been totally cleared out lately, which is just bizarre. Like I've gone multiple times looking for books and they haven't had it. So that was unfortunate. Then I went over to Target, which is not far from Half Price Books, and I was so beyond sure and confident that they would have this book there because every time I go to Target, they have it. But this time they only had it in the pack of the full Crescent City series, and I would totally get it if I didn't already have the first book. Like, it just makes no sense for me to get the whole pack of them because I already own book one. So I didn't do that, and that was really disappointing. I looked all over just to check if I had like overlooked a section, and I didn't. They just unfortunately didn't have the single books, and I know for sure that they have had them before because I'm pretty sure that's where I got the first book in the Crescent City series from. So that was super unfortunate and a total fail. I didn't go home with any books. There were definitely a few books at Half Price that caught my eye. Like, they had a copy of The Names in hardcover for $15 compared to the like normal price of $30. And I was so tempted to walk away with it. But at that point, remember, I thought that I was going and getting the next Sarah J. Maas book. So I was like, I have to put this back. It's just so hard for me to put books back at Half Price Books because the next time you go, they probably won't have it. So if you're like willing to go and buy a bunch of books, I feel like it's perfect. But it's hard to walk away just because I'm like, oh, next time I go, they probably won't have a copy of The Names, which is a book that I've been wanting to read. But I have so many library holds available for me, it's not even funny. And then my physical TBR shelf, which is this one with the little like plant behind me. I really want to continue getting through those books. So anyway, I did not buy any books yesterday, and that was a little bit unfortunate. And then now today I did just like run out, do all my grocery shopping, and to reward myself for doing all of my grocery shopping, I got an iced honey latte at one of my favorite little coffee shops called Village Baking Co. Love it over there. If you guys are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, it's like the best, one of the best coffee shops ever. And so right now it's 2:38, which means I still have a good bit of time before I need to leave tonight to go to my movie night. I think I need to leave for that around 6. And that just means that I have a good chunk of hours to do productive things, but also bookish things. And productivity wise, I'm filming this all in a different vlog, but I do need to do a lot of work on my mail club today. Today is the 2nd of the month. It's August 2nd, the day that I'm filming this. And the 2nd is the day that I like do all of my orders for my mail club because I close signups on the 1st, so I know how many people I have in the mail club by the 2nd, so I can like place all my orders. So I need to do that, and that usually takes longer than I think it's going to. So I have that and some other mail club things to do this afternoon. But after that, there's a few just like cozy things that I would love to do. The first one, I want to finish Phoebe Berman. I think I have like 75 max pages left, like 75 or less, and I really would love to either finish it or just like make a ton of progress because I'm having so much fun. I honestly am not as into it right now as I was before. Like, it just took a turn that I honestly don't really like, so I'm curious to see what I end up thinking of the ending. I don't know. It didn't go in the direction that I thought that it was going to. So I'm enjoying and want to finish up that book. Another thing that I would love to do this afternoon is one of my good friends here is pregnant. She's having her first baby boy, which is so fun and so exciting. And her baby shower is coming up. And so I would love to crochet. I've never done this before, but crochet her a little pair of like booties or like little baby shoes. I have no idea how to do that, but I do know how to crochet. And so I'm hoping I can find like a YouTube video where I could crochet her some little like cute blue booties or something like that and give that to her for her baby shower next month. And I feel like I could do that while listening to an audiobook, at least after I've gotten a little further into it. In the beginning, I certainly won't be able to, but I could crochet and listen to an audiobook, which I think would be really fun. And then the final thing that I would love to do today, I'm fully aware that I don't have time to do every single one of these things, but the last thing that I would really love to do in my mail club, I do encourage people to write me back. I write everyone letters, and if they want to write me back, they're always welcome to. And so I have this little basket that I call my analog basket, and basically I keep in here all of my cozy activities that have nothing to do with a phone. And so I have a crochet bag that I've been working on in here for literally months. I have my journal and stickers, which I did already journal this morning. I forgot to say that. And then I also keep in here letters that my besties in my mail club have written to me, and I just hope that slowly over time I can write people back. Obviously, there comes a point when I won't be be able to write everybody back, but I've read every single one of the letters that you guys have sent, and I read them like multiple times, and I really would love to just take a little bit of time, even just like 30 minutes to an hour, to just pick up a few random letters and write people back, because I feel like that's just such a cozy and personal way to connect with people. I love connecting with you guys through videos and through my mail club, but like I love the idea of writing you guys one-on-one letters. Like how cool would it be to be pen pals with like my actual subscribers and my actual viewers? Like I just love that concept. Obviously it's not possible because I do have quite a lot of members in my mail club and besties subscribed to my YouTube channel, so I can't do it fully, but I would love to just like romanticize that as much as possible. I have written people back all over the world, and that's been a really fun and beautiful thing. And so yeah, I have, how many do I have? I have letters to Cynthia, Tanya, Kelly, Susan, Kira, Wendy, and Allison that I all need to reply to. So if that's one of you guys, I did receive your letter and I loved every single word. I'm obsessed with you guys, and I would love to just like take, again, 30 minutes to an hour to respond to my pen pals who live literally all over the world, which I think is so cool. Don't know which of these cozy book things I'll get to today, but I'm choosing to see the rest of this Sunday as my oyster, and there's no reason I shouldn't be able to get to any of them. I just need to make sure I stay off my phone. That is my update for today, though. I will see you guys when I do 1 or 2 or 3 of the following bookish activities. I'm trying to make little baby shoes. I went with green. It's now Monday, and I do have some cozy bookish updates for you guys. Yesterday, I did start working on crocheting the little baby shoes for my friend, and I found the cutest video and the best tutorial. Like everything is making so much sense to me. I will link the tutorial in the description box down below if you guys happen to be interested in like crocheting baby shoes, which I feel like is oddly specific, but I will link it just in case. And while I'm loving the video and I feel like I'm understanding everything, unfortunately, things did not quite go my way yesterday because I was trying to make use of the yarn that I have. I feel like any knitter, crocheter, you guys know that it's so easy to get your mind set on a new project and then go out and buy a bunch of new yarn for said project. And then we just have drawers and drawers full of so much yarn that's half used. So I was like, okay, for this, I'm going to try to use yarn that I already have. The yarn that I did have was slightly bigger and I think also slightly heavier than the yarn recommended in this video. And so I was like, it's okay. I'll just size up a little bit. I'll use a slightly bigger yarn and a slightly bigger hook, and the shoes will be a little bit bigger. Like they won't be newborn size shoes, but they'll still be like cute little crochet booties or whatever. That is not what happened. I really am serious that I did not choose a yarn much bigger than what the video suggested, but I have this like cute green color that I thought is pretty neutral and like good for a boy. I really, really love this color. I don't really have a blue that I liked for this, but it doesn't even really matter now. So I used this color, which is like a cotton yarn that's slightly bigger, but guys, look how big the shoe turned out. Okay, so this is the bottom of it right here, and then you can see it's starting to like go up on the sides. I just started the first round of like building it up, and this is literally like the size of my hand, which is like cute and small, but this is gonna be way too big to give my friend as like newborn shoes, and I feel like by the time the baby gets this big, they're not gonna use shoes like this. Like the only reason that crochet shoes kind of work for a newborn is because they're not actually gonna be walking in them. But I feel like a baby could walk by the time its foot gets this big. Not that I have a lot of experience with babies, but still, like I just know that this isn't gonna work. So I went through my whole yarn collection and literally don't have a yarn that works for this project. Like I need a gender neutral or like blue green color for it in like a smaller cotton weight. So I literally had to stop this project and I need to go out and buy more yarn. I don't know if I'm gonna get more yarn in this video or not, TBD, but I do need to do that. I went and added the yarn to my cart online that the woman was using in the video, but it said it's not gonna come for literally like a month or over a month. And I was like, I do not have that much time. Also, another reason that I'm doing like a smaller project is because like my friend's baby shower is in like a month or two. So I don't want to do like a baby blanket or anything too big. Like I wanted to do a smaller project and then maybe buy her something in addition to what I'm making. So I can't just like wait for this yarn to come in a month. I need to get started on this project now. So unfortunately, I cannot order it online. I do need to go to the yarn store and pick some up. That is like the only cozy project that I got to yesterday though. By the time I finished crocheting and ate dinner, it was just time for me to go over to my friend's house. But there are a couple things that I still want to do today. I know it's Monday. I know that the weekend's over. It's my lunch break right now. I'm taking a little break from work to just update you guys. And so there are still some things that I would love to do during my lunch break and after work. And one of the first things that I need to do today that I've been meaning to do, but I just keep forgetting, is update my little book counter. I keep this really, really cute book counter on my bookshelf that just keeps track of the number of books that I've read this year. And honestly, this is one of my favorite gifts I've ever received. My boyfriend got this for me, but with zero help. Like he went on Etsy and he found it himself. And I just, like, he did such a good job with this. And the fact that I didn't even know that this even existed before he bought it for me, I just love it so much. And so I've been trying to do a pretty good job of keeping track of all of the books that I've been reading this year, but I haven't actually updated it in a hot minute. So I want to update this. I had all of the little numbers that you put on here in like a plastic bag, but I didn't really like the way that that looked. I thought it would be cute to have a little pouch for all the numbers. And so a few months ago, I crocheted this little scalloped green bag. I feel like we're having a lot of crochet updates in this video, but I made this really just like kind of a scrap yarn project. I did not follow a pattern or anything. I just essentially made like a big rectangle, added some white scallops around it and sewed it into a little bag. And now I just keep all of the numbers in here. I know I'm gonna have to update this again shortly because I am like probably 50 pages out from finishing Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It. But right now the counter is at 37, but according to my Goodreads, which I do the best job updating, I'm at 39. So I need to find a 9. That's the only inconvenient part about this bag, is I kind of have to hunt through a lot of different numbers to find exactly what I'm looking for. Here we go. So here's my 9, and I'm just gonna do a quick swap. Okay, I don't know if it's focusing. I cannot see the viewfinder, but I am so happy with that. Also, kind of insane that I've read 39 books so far this year, and that, I don't know, we're only in early August. This is definitely, I think I'm on track for reading the most books I've ever read in a year. I'm normally very much like a 4 books a month type of girl. Like I read 1 book a week, and that's been my general pacing for a pretty long time. But this year I just like cannot stop. Like I pick up a book and I love it, and then immediately I'm just like ready for the next one. And I've also been leaning into my audiobook era, and I feel like that's helped me get through more books as well. And I'm trying really hard not to just like read books for the numbers. Like I've been reading a lot of long books this year. I've been reading books that intimidate me this year. I don't want to just like read to get this number up, but it is just kind of fun that as you love reading more, your number of books that you read just like goes up with that. I don't know, that seems kind of cool to me. Okay, now she's back on the bookshelf in her rightful place. I'm gonna put the numbers back. Since it's a Monday, that does mean I have less time to do everything that I really love to do, unfortunately. But the main priorities that I have for today are working on my newspaper for my mail club. I am like deep in the research process and the writing process for that. So looking at what books are coming out in September, writing articles about them, researching what like I think the next viral books are going to be, and then also just writing about whatever's going on in the reading community. So I'm deep in working on that, and I just love it because I get to write and express myself creatively. I do get questions on this occasionally, but I do not use AI at all for my mail club. Everything that I write in there, everything that gets written in my newspaper is written by me. I have always loved to write ever since I was so young. I have like journals and diary entries for basically my entire life. Like it's just always been a part of me and a part of who I am. I love it. And so I really did not want AI to make its way into my mail club, but obviously that does mean it takes a lot of time. So either for the rest of my lunch break or after work today, I want to just do some bookish research and writing and just like get into that cozy literary headspace. I love that so, so much. And then equally, I would love to write back some of you guys. I would love to write at least like 2 letters today. I feel like I would feel really accomplished if I picked randomly just 2 letters out of my pile and wrote back to you guys. I think that would be really fun and a really nice, calming, relaxing way to express myself. So those are some of my goals for the day, some of which I'll probably do on my lunch break right now. And then the rest I think I'll do after work. I think it's just going to be me at home tonight. I think I'll have a little bit of a solo evening, which is nice. I'll get to just like relax and do all of my favorite little cozy hobbies. So that is my update on this lovely Monday. I'm going to eat a little snack, get back to work, and then hopefully do more cozy bookish things in this ultimate book video that I'm having so much fun filming. Hello besties, it's Tuesday now. I am amazed that I've been able to update this vlog basically every day. I feel like usually a day or two goes by when I do these because I forget to update the vlog, but I have done such a good job remembering this week, mostly just because I feel like it's been top of mind wanting to do so many fun, cozy bookish things. And I have several updates for you guys. The first one is I did finish Phoebe Berman's Gonna Lose It, and I actually did start filming another reading vlog while working on this video. I'm not going to give all of the details, but basically I will be seeing how many books I can read in the next week. And I started this on Monday when I was like at the tail end of finishing this book. So I'm going to go into more detail on my final review in that video. So be sure to subscribe if you guys want to see my full, thorough, in-depth thoughts of Phoebe Berman, but just know that I had such a good time reading this book. It honestly really pleasantly surprised me. I didn't have super high expectations going into it just because I don't know a ton about the author. I know Brooke Averick is a very popular influencer. She's most famous for her podcast. And I feel like a lot of times when you hear about famous people writing books, you just don't know if it's them, if it's a ghostwriter, like that whole thing. But this just had such an incredible voice and an incredible story. And I am so impressed with Brooke Averick. I have so much respect for her. And like, it would be like for this to be your debut book and it be this good, like that is so, so impressive. I really, really loved it. So super had a great time with this. So wanted to just update you guys on this book because I feel like that wouldn't be fair to the reading vlog, or I guess not the reading vlog, but like the Bookish Things vlog if I didn't give you guys a final update. And then as you would have seen, I did work on my mail club and writing letters. So something that I did just this afternoon after work is I went through all of the letters that you guys have sent me and I picked 2. Pretty honestly, it's so hard to pick. Like I want to write back everybody, and my hope is to eventually just get through all of the letters. But I picked 2 just to kind of work on it, just to make it a little bit easier instead of being like, okay, you have to sit down and write 10 letters. It's like, okay, today, this afternoon, you're going to write 2 of them. And so I wrote letters to Wendy and Susan. So if you guys happen to be watching, keep an eye on your mailbox because there are letters coming for you. And then also one of my mail club letters for like my actual mail club, there was an address issue. So one of the girls in the club, her address was not done properly, so she never got her letter. So I just repackaged her August letter. And so that was like my little cozy bookish activity this afternoon after work. I think I am going to end the vlog here. I have started editing it and it's a lot longer than I thought that it was going to be. I feel like with these, you just never know exactly how long they're going to end up. So please let me know if you guys did enjoy this cozy bookish vlog. And if you happen to be interested in joining my mail club, I am going to link that in the description description box down below. I always have it linked down there, and it is just so much fun. I would love to write you a letter and be pen pals. It's my favorite thing ever. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys are interested in getting more bookish content from me. And if you made it all the way here, comment down below the envelope emoji so I know who the real ones are. And I think that's going to be it for me. So I will see you guys on Saturday for my next bookish upload. Bye.